My name is Shirley Self, and I'm here to talk astrology. Today I wanted to introduce you to the horoscope of Leonardo da Vinci. Uh, he was born on the 14th of April in 1452 at 9:40 p.m. in Vinci, Italy. He is a Sag rising. He's got the North Node here in Capricorn in the first. Fortuna and Mars, they are not conjunct, but they are 9 degrees apart. Here in the second, on the cusp of the third. He's got Jupiter, Moon conjunction here in the third. Mercury leads the Sun here. It is the Oriental planet. It leads the Sun in Aries in the fourth. In the Sun's own house, he's got his Sun at 4 degrees Taurus. In the sixth house, he's got Venus in Taurus. Seventh house has got Chiron in Gemini and South Node in Cancer. The eighth house has got Uranus at 22 Cancer and Pluto in Leo. They are not conjunct. Up here in the ninth house, we've got Ceres, and I put it in because it makes an interesting aspect to the Jupiter and the Moon. Here on the midheaven, we've got Neptune in Libra. It's retrograde. This is a demonic ascendant, and this is Saturn. It is also retrograde. So, what this, well, you know what a 24 is. Is there somebody that will pick a skill, a job that will interest them and pull them forward into perfection? It is doing the work is what perfects this person. And perfection is the goal of 24. Let's look at 24 a minute here. Here we are at 24, and notice that it is 24 is the transition between Capricorn and Aquarius, and we've got the Virgo decadent here, and then the Aquarius decadent. And so this perfection, doing the work, aiming for perfection, that is the job of a 24. The job of all these Merlin phases is to rectify the mistakes of these theorists, the politicians who, set the tone, set the path of government, the cultural change, etc. And so, considering he was in the Merlin quadrant, he was incredibly, he was magical. He did magic. He was a magician. And that would probably be the source of his ability here, that Mars on the cusp, on the Pisces side of the house of thinking, thought, understanding. Well, understand. It's busy. It takes both of these to come to understanding. Anyway, we've got the Mars rules this 12th house. And the 12th house is your psychic house. And remember that magic is all about doing the work, setting up the situation, doing the work in sacred space, etc., and accessing the subconscious over here. Accessing virtually information of the future. It's a very busy chart. It's a very busy chart. The whole thing is focused into here, into the ascendant. And who are you? And so the Chiron telling him he has to tell the truth. He has to express the truth in his life. And you can think about doing that in the 15th century. That was dangerous, considering that he was a thinker, a magician, and gay. And he had a first issue with the law, uh, which, you know, and still maybe the law it tends to be run by religion, and it looks like there are those who are trying to to restore religion to our government, Sharia law, evangelical law. Anyway, I digress. Sorry about it. This guy had a mandate. His Chiron says, your journey, your hero's journey, is over here in the truth. And it's got this grand trine, this Chiron, to the Mars and the Saturn. And this Mars and Saturn, the Saturn very early in his life, I think maybe he probably was in his 20s, he was, the law came for him for being gay. And it shouldn't have been an issue. It's just that he pissed off a rich man. And so they went after him, and they taught him a very valuable lesson. Hide who you are, and especially hide what you know. And this is a kind of a dilemma, you think about it. The Chiron there says, tell the truth. And was he able to find the truth? He was. The magician was very, very functional here. And notice that Mars is leading this whole parade. The Mars is exceedingly, exceedingly important in this chart. And so is the Venus. The Venus rules not only the 6th house, but the Saturn, and what else has she got going? And I've forgotten. Oh, and of course the Sun, Venus. Well, he wanted to know about life. And he wanted to know about life on all 4 levels. And so he explored. His mind explored. He was a magician. That axis right across there is the magician's axis. And beautiful man. Notice he's got 2 yods. And they are both warning yods. Neptune up there means you better hide virtually what you really mean. Because in a yod, you take that yod, and what it seems with the yod is that these two, in the little sextile here, that are pointing over there at the foot of the yod, are telling that yod, you better transform thyself. Gives a kind of a Pluto tinge to the foot of the yod, and he's got 2 of them over here. So that is encouraging to be devious, and this over here is encouraging to hide who he is too. 2 yods. Lovely man, beautiful man. I've got more information than I really feel I can give you right now. Let me see what I just have here. It's intense. The Mercury is parallel to Neptune. Now that gives it a feeling of it functions like a conjunction, okay? The Pluto is out of bounds. There's the Pluto there. He got wonderful stuff. He's got, the Venus is biquintile, the Saturn. This is just talent. Quintiles are talent. What else he got? The Mars is quintile, the ascendant. The Mars is also in a septile relationship to the Mercury. And that septile relationship is really interesting to me because it means that the stuff that he cannot say now will be valuable in the future. if he could just somehow express it, hide it. And he was so good at hiding things. I have got off YouTube, they're using AI now to do all sorts of amazing things. LiDAR is checking out what's underneath everything, and AI is starting to tell us what all those cryptic writings, etc., that we've been puzzling over for several hundred years, what they're saying. And AI has, they've checked out the Last Supper, Leonardo's Last Supper, with AI, and it has peeled off layers and layers of paint. And it has come down to messages that were left, are written layers of paint ago in the Last Supper, the painting. And let me read some of it. It is all about truth. Remember, that's his north node, or his Chiron. The hero's journey for him is how to tell the truth without dying by it. And anyway, I'm amazed at the genius of the man. Okay, one of the things that was written, let me just run through them really quick. One of the things that was written in the Last Supper was, what is seen is not truth. Another, truth will rise when reason replaces faith. Ain't that the truth? All truth fades when the light reveals the hand of man behind that truth. On the robe of Judas, he wrote, he who eats with truth will not betray himself. On Peter's robe, or near Peter, I don't remember exactly where they said it was, strength without understanding is blind. That's pretty much my attitude about Peter, too. On Thomas, doubting Thomas, to question is not sin, but a path to clarity. And on Jesus' robe, truth belongs not to the saints, but to those who seek it in silence. Is that beautiful? And he also included a message that warned of human corruption, disguised as holiness. And here we are. Human corruption disguised as holiness. Let's see if there's anything I wanted else. Oh, yeah, okay. I needed to tell you that the body of fate for a moon phase 24 will be a body of fate for a 24 is a 21. The creative genius, or 24 is a 20, sorry, got carried away there. The creative genius is a moon phase 6, and the mask is a 10. So you know, this is the mask. Here is the body of fate. And notice that Saturn and that Neptune are retrograde. And notice also that demonic ascendance is right between them and the midpoint, saying you've got to figure this out. You have to tell the truth. You have to figure it out. Seek out the truth. And his creative genius down here at the Mercury. That beautiful Mercury that leads the sun. So, and one other thing is, I'll just tell you this, I have no evidence for this, but I've always believed, since I discovered or saw a picture of the Shroud of Turin, I've always believed that was Leonardo da Vinci. And he could have done it. That guy was a genius. And he could have done it. And another thing is that Shroud of Turin, that image there looks like Leonardo. And it does not look like what I would think of a man who was a Jew at the time. I mean, we should have had dark hair or something, you know. He looked just like Leonardo, and I'm sorry. That I don't think Jesus looked like Leonardo, but I don't know what he looked like, but I don't think he was blonde or... Anyway, I don't know. I just thought I'd tickle your fancy with that. Okay, there's Leonardo da Vinci. God, he's way too complicated for me to get into. Beautifully done. This over here, this opposition there, is that's that conflict of being truthful and having to hide it. That conflict about having to hide who he was. Anyway, I appreciate him. I'm so glad he lived so long and produced so much that has us now amazed and delighted. Anyway, I hope you're well. The January and February, hang on. Deep breathe, and not like, try really hard, like I am trying very hard, not to let hate take over my life. So easy, you know, to hate. So easy. So hard to rise above it. But that's what objectivity is supposed to do for you. That's what Aquarius is supposed to do. It's supposed to help me rise above it. And so I'm working on it, and I hope that you can too. And don't forget, love is the only thing we got going for us now. Love, hang on to it, and share it.